Vedaparayanam, common sense thought, mantrocharana, dhyana purvakam, shanti mantramulu, shanti mantras, sankalpa, Upanishad mantra ucharana, Upanishad adhyanam. These are the things every day we are doing to tune ourselves to the truth reality. Shwethashwathara Upanishad going on, sixth chapter in the fourth mantra. How beautifully the Shwethashwathara Rishi tells the sadhana for you and I, the jivas, to go back and identify with our own essential Brahmasthiti. Because of that theme, the shloka and its meaning becomes very, very important, essential for us to imbibe it by listening with all Shraddha Ekagrata and doing the required homework of Manana Chintana. Veda Parayanam is Aruna Prashna from 91 to 100. 10 mantras we chant today. Let us start. All this we do also to invoke the Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannmata, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana Kripa on us to begin with and also on everyone. So too our Vyaktitwas of Loka Sevaka, Dharmasthavaka, ityadi. We understand and we enhance them and see to it that this Vyaktitva Vikasa happens in the Vyaktitva of every Vyakti so that they evolve and they are asset to the world. Start. Om Athaveda Parayanam Aruna Prashnaha Ekanavatitam Mantradharabhya Om Sato Bandhumasati Niravindanna Hrudi Pratishya Kavayo Manishete Upainantadupanamati Yatkamo Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Satapotapyada Satavastaptva Shariramadhunuta Tasya Yanmagam Samaseta Tato Runaha केतवो वातरशना ऋषय उदतिष्ठन् ये नखाः ते वैखानसाः ये बालाः ते वालखिल्याः ये वालाः ते वालखिल्याः यो रसः सोपाम अन्तरतः कूर्मं भूतगं सर्पन्तम् तमब्रवीत मम वै त्वं मागंसा समभूत नेत्यब्रवीत पूर्वमेवाहमिहासमिति तत्पुरुषस्य पुरुषत्वं स सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपाद भूत्वोदतिष्ठत तमब्रवीत त्वं वै पूर्वगं समभूः त्वमिदं पूर्वः कुरुष्वेति स इत आदायावः अञ्जलिना पुरस्तादुपादधात् एवा येवेति तत आदित्य उदतिष्ठत् सा प्राचेदिक अथारुण केतुर्दक्षिणत उपादधात् एवा ह्यग्न इति ततो वा अग्निरुदतिष्ठत् सा दक्षिणादिक अथारुण केतुः पश्चादुपादधात् एवा हि वायो इति ततो वायुरुदतिष्ठत सा प्रतीचेदिक अथारुण केतुरुत्तरत उपादधात् एवा हीन्द्रेति ततो वा इन्द्र उदतिष्ठत् सोदीचीदिक अथारुण केतुर्मध्य उपादधात् एवा हि पूषन्निति ततो वै पूषोदतिष्ठत् सेयन्दिक अथारुण केतुरुपरिष्टादुपादधात् एवा हि देवा इति ततो देवमनुष्याः पितरः गन्धर्वाप्सरसश्चोदतिष्ठन् सोर्ध्वादिक या विप्रुषो विपरापतन्न ताभ्योऽसुरा रक्षागंसि पिशाचाश्चोदतिष्ठन् तस्मात्ते पराभवन् विप्रुङ्भ्यो हि ते समभवन् तदेशाभ्यनोक्ता आपोह यद्बृहतीर्घर्म मायन्न दक्षं दधाना जनयन्ते स्वयंभुं तत इमेध्यसृज्यन्त सर्गाः अद्भ्यो वा इदगं समभूत तस्मादिदगं सर्वं ब्रह्म स्वयं विधि तस्मादिदगं सर्वगं शिथिलमिवाध्रुवमिवाभवत् प्रजापतिर्वावतत् आत्मनात्मानं विधाय तदेवानुप्राविशत् तदेशाभ्यनोक्ता विधाय लोकान् विधाय भूतानि विधाय सर्वाः प्रदिशो दिशश्च प्रजापतिः प्रथमजारुतस्य आत्मनात्मानमभिसंविवेशेते सर्वमेवेदमाप्त्वा सर्वमवरुध्य तदेवानुप्रविशति य एवं वेद चतुष्टय्य आपो गृह्णाति चत्वारि वा अपागं रूपाणि मेघो विद्युत् स्तनयित्नुर्वृष्टिः तान्येवावरुन्धे आतपति वर्ष्या गृह्णाति ताः पुरस्तादुपदधाति एता वै ब्रह्मवर्चस्या आपः मुखत एव ब्रह्मवर्चसमवरुन्धे तस्मान्मुखतो ब्रह्मवर्चसितरः कूप्या गृह्णाति ता दक्षिणत उपदधाति एता वै तेजस्विनीरावः तेज एवास्य दक्षिणतो दधाति तस्माद्दक्षिणो दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्विदरः स्थावरा गृह्णाति ताः पश्चादुपदधाति प्रतिष्ठिता वै स्थावराः पश्चादेव प्रतितिष्ठति वहन्तीर्गृह्णाति ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, this practice of Veda Parayanam, for what reason we should stop? Nothing should be justified. Just revel in that glorious great practice. And again, being Sanatana Dharmi, for us, the final authority for all jnanam and guidance is these Vedas. So with them, we are in touch when we chant every day. That practice one day takes us to such gurus or conveniences where we are able to understand the meaning of them. Then there we see that those rishis have given us completely the guidance as to what for and how the life has to be lived. What more we need than that information, knowledge, and inspiration? Keeping that in mind, only we are doing as much as possible every day a little of Veda Parayana. Friends, in our second aspect today of common sense thought, a very common, simple things. Five aspects. Let us remember Krishna Vasudeva. Aspect number one, ki, what am I? Who am I? What for I have come? What exactly I have to have to achieve, and how to achieve that? As a human being with the intellect, we have to think about this, have a very clear picture, and work in that direction. Then there is the purpose fulfillment for which we have come. Just imagine if our thinkings are engaged in it and our understandings are clear about it and our convictions are strong in the direction and our clarity to achieve how to achieve those purposes for which I have come. Imagine if our intellects are full of that wisdom and see continuously we are engaged in that. Even to imagine it also, it's a great joy. We don't even have that even minimum information to imagine and feel how beautiful, wonderful it looks when I know the purpose for which I have come. I know how to achieve that purpose and I am working towards it. And I am very clearly seeing that I am reaching towards those ambitions or destinations or purposes. See our intellects not at all thinking about it. That's called as the tamoguna of the buddhi. We have to know, each one of us have to know what for I am sent here, I have come here, what is that I have to achieve before leaving this world. Think about it. Important topic. Similarly, the second aspect is what? We are in the family with the wife, husband, parents, children. How many of us have again utilized our intellect? Not once, again and again, exactly to understand what is my role and responsibility towards them, not what I get from them. That every uh, deluded, egocentric, selfish person thinks, imagines, fights for it, struggles for it, fails, and creates chaos outside. That everybody is doing, but that is not the right thing. The right thing is using the buddhi, using the buddhi to understand very clearly that I am in this family with these identities. What are my roles, responsibilities towards every one of them, which, when done, again being a part of that family, I am fulfilled. So the first one was my fulfillment with regard to myself. For what ultimate purpose I came, how to achieve it, the entire clarity working for it. Second is we are in that setup of the Kutumba Vyavastha, and it's not accidental, it's not unplanned, it's not purposeless. No, it's incidental, it's well planned. There is some purpose to be fulfilled by us, for which only we are the member in that family. Using the intellect to understand those, our own things to be done for them, the roles, the responsibilities, the duties. Fully conscious about it. And like as long as I am alive, I have roles, responsibilities towards me regarding for what purpose I have come. So too, as long as I am in that setup of the family, I have duties, roles, responsibilities. Isn't it? Every day one has to become aware. In that way, the intellect, when it is used to understand, it is right intellect. Then, how to achieve those things? Focus on it and then doing them. Again, here also, just imagine without ego, without selfishness, without laziness, with proper understanding of my intellect, matured intellect, I thoroughly understood my roles, responsibilities towards all the members. I'm not specifying one by one now. Who members are there in my family, or I belong to the family, who are the people there. Each one have your own relations. कई एक ज़्यादा कम ज़्यादा बस. Otherwise, all are almost same things. And time is going, oozing. Then new may get added also. The other elders or earlier ones may depart also. But as long as they are there before their departure, my role responsibility towards them. You know, the grandparents, the parents, even the brothers, sisters, as the age grows, each one will have to go. Our turn also will come. But if someone is too elder to us, they will leave. So my role, my responsibility towards them, what it is. Be conscious of it. Keep fulfilling it. 24 घंटे नहीं होता हो, but being aware what is responsibility, how to do. Like responsibility towards my body is to give food to that body so that the body's energy is maintained. But that food we don't give 24 घंटे. That 5-10 minutes we eat it, for next 6-8 hours it is done. Isn't it? So too, our roles, responsibilities, awareness is 24 घंटे, but what is to be done is not all the time. Do it. Like grandparents are there. So medicine we have to give it to them. That's the role responsibility. 24 घंटे मेडिसिन नहीं देना उनको. At the right time, the दादाजी is medicine. हो गया वो. फिर again the next dose in the evening or next day. Like that, whichever the roles, responsibilities. And that conscious intellectual understanding, conscious living is the fulfillment. Enjoy it. Feel that joy. Yeah, yeah. I recognized my roles, responsibilities. I fulfilled them. I was not a stupid, ego, selfish fellow, bhogi, nidralu, that I wanted others to do things to me. No, I never lived that wretched life, whose consequences are many. You know, the lazinesses, the frustrations, the curse from the people, lots of the debts incurred, etc., dependencies. You know, there's so many negativities because when we depend on others and ask others to do for us. Remember, human being can, while taking care of himself, serve others too. Therefore, human being should, while taking care of himself fully, serve others. Instead of serving others, instead of taking care of oneself. If a human being is depending on others for his own survival, he is not human being. This type of thought should be very pakka in us, deeply rooted in our hearts. Second point. In the same way, third is important that we belong to some organization, some company, some governmental setup, as an employed person there, है ना? ओके ना, नौकरी में है आप, मे बी इन ए बिग पोजिशन एज ए बॉस, or maybe as middle level person, or maybe as subordinate. For any number of years we are there in that professional governmental setup, if you are a government employee, or a person part an employee in one or the other organization, or you have taken up your own profession or business. These are all livelihood earning places. Other than that, we are given or we may take up voluntary roles responsibilities in samsthas. है ना? You may be a committee member in a temple, है ना? Maybe in a club, in a NGO, है ना? In any spiritual organization. Each one have a chance. Somebody will give. Maybe in your own caste, है ना? आजकल तो अपने कास्ट के ग्रुप होते, फिर उसमें सेक्रेटरी प्रेसिडेंट, द खत्री कास्ट, खत्री ग्रुप कमिटी, और खत्रियों में आपको पत्री कुछ भी बनाया होगा, ओके ना? वैश्य संघम, दे आर देयर इन साउथ में बहुत होते हैं, तो इन द एंटायर वैश्य कम्युनिटी ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर डिस्ट्रिक्ट और टाउन, ही इज ट्रेजरर. ऐसे कुछ ना कुछ तो रोल होगा. If we have not taken up a role, if somebody has not offered, means a very clear indication that they know we are useless. Isn't it? If we find to be useful, people ask us, "Bhai, आइए आप हमारे संस्था में." Or we are lazy, or we are too extremely selfish that waste the time to join your organization. I have no time to sufficiently eat also all the mithai namkin made by my wife or servant. I have no time to watch so many movie serials in the TV. How can I be part of your organization? So that stupid fellows, they're good for nothing. Bhoj to the world. But the others who have risen above all this nonsense, they are available. Among those people, the higher ranked are those who themselves start organizations, institutions with that visions. See the people in the world, somebody starting the laughing clubs. To how many people they are giving that laughter for some time, who are suffering so much because of their own inner ignorance, immaturity. Finally, तो wisdom से ही सारे बेवकूफियां जाते हैं. It's okay. But in between that, sometime relief, relax to him. Somebody is starting the yoga clubs. Somebody is doing, you know, the other exercise clubs. How many people are taking initiatives? It's not an ordinary thing. Huh? बहुत सारे इतने लोग इस, how much one has to be selfless and to give his time and talents and abilities that way to serve. I'm not talking professional. Professional का हो गया. The doctors, lawyers, etc. They are also serving but earning के लिए. Other than that, I'm talking about non-profit organizations. How many people in India, women folk started their own organizations, small little groups. Lalita Sahasranam Parayana group. The hundreds are there. Narayaniam Parayanam groups in Kerala. Hundreds. Vishnu Sahasranama Parayana groups. What an amount of good they are doing. Gita Parayanam groups, music groups, bhajana groups. Initiative le rahe bhaiya. No, everybody is not like us, so selfish, self-centered. Me, my wife, my children, our bhoga, our ghum gham, bas. That third class life, everybody is not living. There are some people who take that responsibility. So many. I just mentioned a few out of thousands. Now the point is, to whichever that professional organization we belong to, or to also this non-governmental or non-profit institutions. Please remember, it is so sacred to be there as part. Be clear about what are their goals, ambitions, mottos, visions. You understand? Whichever the place you are placed, don't be blind to them. इस संस्था का मोटो क्या है, विजन क्या है, isn't it clear? And what is the role I am given? Secretary, president, treasurer, joint secretary, patron, or any member. मेरा उस पोजीशन के अनुसार what roles I am given and what are the responsibilities there. Just imagine in that hundreds and thousands of organizations which are there, each one in this way knows all the ambitions, goals, visions, aims of that organization, tunes to that truly selflessly, and discovers his own position, whatever is given, realizes, and without any selfishness, ego, or biasness, or quarreling with others, fighting with others, hating others, without any selfish motto. If each one is dedicatedly doing, imagine how gloriously that organization will flourish and how that organization becomes useful to the society. There are some, I know, who are really doing those things beautifully. The blood donation organizations, some are there. Systematically, silently, they do. And the food supply to the needy, there are some organizations we are doing. Many. There's so many people have chain of activities that non-profit basis we provide the essentials to the people. Everyone knows their responsibility and do it. How many are there like that? Big organizations are there, international में, national में. हमको नहीं पता हो. There are green revolution organizations are there to maintain that plant kingdom and all. मजेदार है. अब देखो वर्ल्ड को ना, प्रभु की लीला ये सब देखकर इतना आनंद आता है ना. Good. The spiritually too people are doing, है ना. Patriotically also they are doing, isn't it? All of them, the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sanghas, they're all, don't go by some people who talk negative about them. They don't understand. They have biased and decided to be negative. Whoever does something for the nation and for Sanatana Dharma, they just call it as negative. That tendency is there in them so much. And they have media in their hands, control. So therefore they talk. And I don't get carried away by them. The Saraswati Shishu Mandirs, the so many, if you see them, na, good work is going on. People are knowing their responsibilities and doing. And everywhere, some people definitely will be there who lose sight of the vision, overpowered by their selfishness, negativity. They cannot be taken as the example or authority to decide what's that organization about and the work going on. Individuals can be at fault. Like some doctors can be bad. Doesn't mean all doctors are bad and medicine is bad. ऐसा नहीं होता ना, है ना? Everywhere it is so. One or two sadhus, in their own prarabdha, little bit, something wrong they do. Doesn't mean every sadhu is like that and whole sadhus मंडली is like that. बेवकूफ हो गया ऐसा सोचने के लिए. साधु संत महात्मा नहीं है हमें गाइड करने को by through those shastras and all. In our dharma, in our moksha, would have been gone long back, destroying each other like animals, overpowered by that artha and kama. Roles of them we must know. So, point is what? I am in this organization or in this government setup or in this particular institute. This is the post given to me. These are the visions, aims, and ambitions of that. Let me do it so perfectly and fulfill my presence there. and add to that organization's growth and through that to the samashti. This is what the intellect should do. है ना, वो वाला इंटेलेक्ट सो गया है. That's why the ego, the mind, the senses, which have only the vasanas to prompt them, are thinking so negative, and that negative thinking and action is destroying the total. समझ लो इस बात को. जहां कहीं वो हैव टू बी वेरी लॉयल टू दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन and honest to do whatever the work that's given to me. Third point, organizational loyalty and honesty. But these two, honest and loyal, honest to yourself and loyal to that company, wherever you are. Everyone should be like that. Ego should not come. And मैं जो कहता हूँ वही होना है. No, what the total organization has planned. That alone should be achieved. नहीं है तो छोड़ के जाओ, अपना दूसरा स्टार्ट करो. Don't become an liability by being in some place. अच्छा नहीं लगा छोड़ दो, कोई नहीं, है ना. Not that everywhere we have to fit, everything should be fit for us all the time. ऐसा नहीं होता. But as long as we are there, that joy, that because of me, there is lot of seva done to this institute. कितना बढ़िया रहता. Okay, third one. Then the next one is simple. Same is towards the society around and at large the country. What's my nation today in the position? Socially, economically, spiritually, Anna, and what is my role in what way I can contribute. Grosser and subtler. Subtler through prayers, grosser through whatever the activity. Nation first policy, man mein rakkar, understand the whole country. Don't be blind to that. Lots of beautiful things are happening. Some places non-beautiful. What can be my role with my capacities? Isn't it? If everyone becomes that way, responsible in nation building, whoever are troubling the nation, destroying nation, they'll be checked. They'll be chucked out too. Isn't it? We don't take responsibility for the whole nation. That's why some are the bad elements. They become powerful and they sell the nation or destroy it for their selfish purpose. Nation, national values, culture, cultural values. You can't neglect that. We are a part of this glorious Bharatama. Are the people in the world, small little country with no culture, no tradition also, so much they respect their nation. अरे हम तो भारतवर्ष में how much we have to own our nation, identify with our nation, feel for our national growth. And sometimes when I see our present government's continuous thinking, vision and execution, इतनी खुशी भी हो जाती है, प्रेम भी हो जाता है. उनके लिए क्या करें हम भी, प्रार्थना करें और in what way we can help, that comes. How many beautiful things, hundreds and thousands of them. And before that, you see, our nation is so low with so much of population, second highest population. Every aspect में हमको घटिया नीचे ही दिखाते. Everywhere. But now you see, Indian means respects there. My nation should be respected in the world. Isn't it? It should have a position. It should have its own say. हर जगह पे अभी a team of few people who are working ना tirelessly. देखो डिस्ट्रक्शन जल्दी होता है और 70 साल 60 साल ये लोग डिस्ट्रॉय करने और उसको कंस्ट्रक्ट करना लेट होता है, टाइम लगता है. But in the given some time only, so many things done. My nation first. है ना? Every department, if you see that the launching of satellites by the ISRO, कितने सारे. If you see the ports, seaports, kitne, airports, kitne, railway stations, kitne, roads, kitne, industries, high tech, IT sectors, everywhere you see stagnation, lethargy, nahi. Work, work progressively. So beautiful to see. Why it's happening? My nation first. And they're also human beings. They also have their physical ailments. They have their own mental weaknesses if they have. Isn't it? They to have so many other pressures, prarabdhas. हमारे जैसे वो लोग. But फिर भी देखो the ambitions, the visions. Continuous it is not that आप करके छोड़ दो. ऐसा नहीं होता ना. As long as you are alive, the life being dynamic continuous, to maintain its glory, the efforts also have to be continuous. And not that things move smoothly. Every time there is some or the other problem from somewhere or the other. And from the most unexpected sources, the problems come. Just imagine 8 years back. Did we even imagine, dream maybe, that we'll have problem with America? And when you saw the Rowdy Modis and all, did you even imagine that there will be problem? Now they are the biggest threat and problem. We have to buy their oil. Otherwise, directly, indirectly, every sort of sanctions there. And still, see, with all our effort, growth, we are still dependent on so many places. Na? So how tough it becomes to make statements, take decisions, not an easy thing. My nation be first. And ours is not a small country of 10,000, 20,000, 1 crore, 2 crore, 140 crore. So many states, so many variety of cultures. मैं तो देखता हूँ ना, in what way we are a part in that nation building. In our contribution, we have to think. You know, how our Gurudev says, we believe that the service of our country is the service of the Lord of Lords. And devotion to the people is the devotion to the Supreme Self. This is the fourth point. Myself, my family, my organization, my nation. The last but not the least is the entire universe, the cosmos. As much I am a citizen of my family, I am a citizen of the whole cosmos also. I am a part of the whole globe, whole cosmos, universe. The whole universe also, in which direction it is going. You can think it becoming more and more materialistic, more and more gross. है ना? भौतिकवाद, स्थूलवाद, भोगवाद. Materialistic, gross, then individualistic, selfish. When the selfishness, the bhautikavada, materialism, and the grossness, subtlety, sorry, stulata, when these three are valued, then the whole world is getting destroyed. What is our role? All the three. Can we rise above the individuality and talk in the language of the universal betterment? Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Our rishis munis have visualized all these long back. Loka samasta, not I am, the entire, all worlds, all universes, cosmoses, if you say, there is such plural. Samasta sukhino bhavantu. We can think as a human being, the thinking itself is a contribution. And wishing and willing for the cosmos is the contribution. Prayer is a contribution. And every disciplined endeavor can be a contribution. So, from the selfishness to the universal evolutionary vision, can I develop? So, to from the Bhautikavada, can I shift the attention to Adhyatmika? Can I help the universe? So, to from the Stula to the Sukshma. So that universal consciousness that I am part of the entire universe. My presence should be an asset to it, not liability. I am part of the nation. My presence should always add to the nation building, not that I am destroying. So, to I am part of this organization, my presence should be an asset there. That's the glory, that's the dignity, that's the beauty of thinking. Such persons are the ones, who will find fulfillment in them, who will be able to invoke all their inner abilities powers, who will be loved and trusted by the others, whom even the Lord also loves, whom even the whole universe also loves. Because their vision is like that. And the fellows who are selfish, do they deserve any blessings? है ना? भगवान दुनिया का सत्यानाश हो जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, मुझे भोग चाहिए, मेरे लिए सब कुछ दे दो. If a stupid is asking like this to the Lord, how much painful the Lord must be feeling. And if some fellow insists only for that, he is a Rakshasa only. है ना? Like your own children, if some fellow says, one of the son, पापा 10,000 दो, मैं दारू वगैरह पी के खर्च करूंगा. Do you feel happy with that? Unless you are that. Or if he says, give me 10,000, this social service or this professional work I want to do, you feel happy to give him. So too, ऐसे लोग जो खुदगर्ज है, जो भौतिकवादी है, their presence itself is a problem to the world and their demands and all. Will the Lord fulfill or what? That's the point we're asking. So it should be an asset. Whether I am in the world, my presence should be to the country, to the organization, to my family also. How many quarrels because of our ego, our selfishness, our arrogance, our anger. यार ऐसे जिंदगी जीने से बेटर है मर जाना है. And मरने के लिए तो we are not born, therefore change. Please remember, in your family circle, you should not become a cause for any fightings, etc. And all that happens, selfishness, money, all those things only go. थोड़ा बैलेंस करो. बहुत अशांत है दुनिया, बहुत दुख में है. And all are in that utter ignorance of continuously doing negative to destroy oneself and others. The world needs good people, matured people, noble people, people with proper understanding, those who take true responsibility. World needs them. We can be one of them. Along with our spiritual goal and vision, all these also we have to be mindful. They are not apart from our spiritual goal. They are part of evolution. How can I evolve individually without minding the total evolution? संभव है क्या? है ना? In the beginning days, total evolution through individual evolution. But as we grow, it changes. The total evolution is aimed at, automatically the individual evolves. Hmm. So today's common sense thought is our roles, responsibilities in these 5 places. Let us be an asset, not liability in creating chaos, confusions. Let's be asset to help all this grow, feel happy, fulfill their missions. Thank you. Now today's mantra is third topic. Which mantra we should chant? Big mantras, few days we'll chant. Already started last 2-3 days ना. पिछले 2 महीने से was aware of. छोटा मंत्र कर देवे. अब छोटे मंत्र कुछ किए. Let's do big ones. Again we'll take up small. Hundreds and thousands are there. है ना? Every mantra is worthy of chanting, meditating, contemplating. Today we'll chant Mother Saraswati mantra. All of us know that mantra, famous. Big one, 4-lined one. The mantra is या कुंदेन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रान्विता या वीणा वरदंड मंडितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाड्यापः. Ya means that. Sa means that. Mam patu. That Saraswati Mata, who is in this way great and glorious. Ya means that. Sa, such Saraswati Mata, Mam patu. Sa Mam patu Saraswati. Sa Saraswati Mam patu. That Mother Saraswati protect me always. Saraswati is Jnana Devi, Vidya Devi. Very much that Shakti is there. विद्या शक्ति है तो उनका अधिष्ठान विद्या देवता भी है. When she is there, we can tune to her. When we tune through Bhakti Shraddha, definitely from there the desired blessings come. Being Sanatan Dharmi, have full belief in these things. In these mantras and the mantra devatas, and through them, worshipping them and invoking their kripa, they all work wonders. कोई लेश मात्र भी डाउट नहीं होना. At the same time, rise above from doing mechanical level to the conscious level of doing, full of application के साथ. Okay, now it's a big mantra again, lots of explanations. Cutting short, straight simple meaning. सा सरस्वती माम पातु, that mother सरस्वती माम मुझे प्रोटेक्ट करे, हम सबका रक्षा करे. That's the main sentence. Sa means that mother सरस्वती, which who is she, what is her, all her gross expressions and subtle kindnesses are explained for us to concentrate and pray. So ya kunda indu tusharahara dhavala, the one who is in the dhavala varna, absolutely whitish complexion. It like what? Like the kunda pushpa, like Purnima's Indu, and like Tusharahara. So kunda pushpa, that jasmine flower, Indu, full moon, Tushara is snow. As these are in white color, the one who is like that. है ना, कुंद इंदुधर गौर सुंदरम अंबिकापतिम अभीष्ट सिद्धिदम कारुणिक कल कंजलोचनम नवमी शंकरम. We have chanted it for 177 days. Where I don't know, I forget. You all remember it. So yeah, that mother who is Dhavala, whitish in complexion, like Kunda, Indu, Tushara. These are three examples. Like in our other earlier mantra also, we have seen just now. Kunda, Indu, Dara, Gaura, Sundar. तो या कुंदेन्दु तुषारहार धवला explained. या शुभ्र वस्त्रान्विता or वस्त्रावृता, we say अन्विता. So the one who has got the shubhra white complexioned vastra, that wonderful dressing to the mother. These are all for our mind to focus. Then ya veena vara danda mandita kara, the one who has got in her hands, एक हाथ में वीणा है, another hand is vara, and another hand is danda, that mala with which she is doing that japa. So वीणा vara अभय मुद्रा. So दो हाथ से वीणा बज रहा है, एक में वर है, मतलब अभय मुद्रा. अनदर इज दंड. दंड इज that पुष्प रुद्राक्ष माला or tulsi mala, whatever. Mandita kara, mandita means the hands, so beautiful in that way. Ya Shweta Padma Asana, seated in the white lotus. Then Ya Brahma Achyuta Shankara Prabhrutivihi Devaihi Sada Pujita. That Mother Saraswati, who is Sada always Pujita, worshipped by Brahmadeva, Achyuta, Shankara, etc. Brahma Vishnu Maheshwar भी वहाँ सरस्वती का पूजा करते. देवई सदा पूजता सा सरस्वती माम पातु, and she is Bhagavati. She is the divine. And in this entire mantra, the most beautiful and relevant to you and I, me, is the last line, Nishesha Jadyapaha, the one who is the complete remover of, destroyer of Jadyata, the Jadata, The Jadata is laziness, the Jadata is indolence, etc. at the gross level. In Jadata at the subtle level is avidya, ignorance. So may the Jadata of ignorance, Jadata of Tamoguna, oh mother, totally remove, destroy from my life. And instead of Jadata, give the Shuddha Sattvaguna, Shuddha Tattva Jnana. In that way, we can pray to that mother. So many meanings we can explain again this 1 or 2 days, but I am cutting it short. Word meaning is told that can be helpful for us to chant. Chant 6 times. Om, and every day I will not tell. It is common thought, but bring that form of the mother in the heart and do that due worship to her, whatever you can do in the given time, and then pray to her to give the Brahma Jnana Moksha and pray to her to bless the entire universe with Jnanam and Kshemam. That the whole world be rising in knowledge and safe and secure. These prayers continuously will be there every day, whichever the mantra we are taking up. I will not say every day. Okay, just to save time. Start. ॐ या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवडा या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः ॐ या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवडा या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः ॐ या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवडा या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः ॐ या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवडा या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः ॐ या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवडा या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः ॐ या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवडा या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः. Just think, is it better to remember this divine form of mother, praise and pray to her, or is it better to remember the objects and people of the world and continuously have the ragadvesha to them? The second thing we do, that's called ignorance, delusion, samsara. This first one, wherein this form of mother meditated, and we are praying to her, "O mother, take care of me. Mam patu nishesha jatyapa." Which is better, you see? Is not good that Continuously throughout the day, we are reveling through one or the other mantra in our devotion prayers to one or the other devatas. उससे फिर कितना हमें अनुग्रह से जीवन पूरा सुधर जाएगा. Keeping that in mind only every day, one mantra we are learning here. And these are all not just ordinary doings. प्रभु कृपा से इन सब में बहुत सारा विश्व कल्याण का संकल्प है और लक्ष्य है. You may not see the gross results, but in a subtle manner, we are creating those thoughts, those divine vibrations, which will definitely help for the positivity of the world. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Om Yerime Gurubhi Purvam, Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam, Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam, Om Shruti Smriti Purananam, ओम विदिता करुणावरुणालय पालय मां. ओम ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे. ओम समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः. तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृते धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं पारायणं षष्ठोऽध्यायः मंत्र नंबर मित्रों हाँ 19 से पढ़ लो. 19-20 श्लोकास only two today. ओम निष्कलं निष्क्रियं शान्तं निरवध्यं निरञ्जनम् अमृतस्य परं सेतुं दग्धेन्धनमिवानलं यदा चर्मवदाकाशं वेष्टयिष्यन्ति मानवाः तदा देवमविज्ञाय दुःखस्यान्तो भविष्यति. Okay, now sixth chapter, fourth mantra. We have made a beginning yesterday. We have seen the Narayana Sambandha Bhashya. Idanim karmanam mukhyam vinyogam darshayat. What is the feeling in the meaning of this mantra? In this shloka, the Shruti Mata is directing us, guiding us, showing to us karmanam mukhyam vinyogam. The most important purpose of the karmas to be done, or why the Bhagavan gave us the ability to do karma, to do the karmas. उसका मुख्य विनियोग क्या है? Or so many karmas can be done. Does it mean that everything should be done? Which are the mukhya karma? Ability to do karma used for doing the mukhya karmas only. And then of that karmas, the viniyoga, the purpose. This is the essence of this. Idanim karmanam mukhyam vinyogam darshayati. I can live life fully well, continuously performing. And what is that performing or the karma shakti I have to use for? Like I am given Vani to speak. So what is the mukhya vinyoga of this Vani? We must know. I am given money. Mukhya vinyoga kya hai uska? I am given that nature outside. So many things. Mukhya Viniyog is a very good discussion, very good thought. The best utilization. Mukhya Viniyog means utilizing for the best of the purposes. So, idanim karmana mukhyam viniyogam darshet. Okay. Now, yesterday what we said, a little bit we say again, the karmas can be done to bind ourselves more and more when we choose the karmas of kamya and nishiddha, and we do for our own bahya bhautika phalasakti. Bahya bhautika phalasakti prerita samasta karma are the bandha hetu. That's not the correct vinyoga of the karma. But our own sadharma karma, when we do them with phalasakti rahitya ishwararpana buddhi, then it leads to antakarana shuddhi. That is the correct vinyoga of the karma shakti. Later on, the karma of Guru Upasadanam, Guru Seva, these are also all karmas. Then Shravana karma, Manana karma, Chintana karma. Wherever I am the karta doing something is karma. These are all Adhyatmika karmas. When it comes to Adhyatmikata, where the phala is not the bhautika, but it is paramarthika, then instead of calling them as the karma, we just term them as sadhanas. All sadhanas are karma only, but all karma need not be sadhana. So, to like all dharmas are karma only, but every karma need not be dharma. Many adharma karmas also are there. But dharma is a karma. Dharma is you have to do that action, physically or vocally, whatever. So please chant the beautiful mantra. Arabhya karmani gunanvitani bhavanscha sarvan viniyojayet yaha tesham bhave krutakarmanashaha karmakshaye yati satatvatonyah. Again, आरभ्यते आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेद् यः तेषाम् अभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये याति सतत्वतोऽन्यः. In Saddarshanam also, no? आरभ्यते जीव जगत्परात्मा तत्त्वाभिधानेन मतं समस्तम् इदं त्रयं यावदहं मति स्यात् सर्वोत्तमाहं मतिशून्यनिष्ठा मृत्युञ्जयं मृत्युभयाश्रितानाम् अहं मतिः मृत्युमुपैति पूर्वम् अथ स्वभावात् अमृतेषु तेषु कथं पुनर्मृत्यु धियोऽवकाशः. So that's how the text. So this shloka also. See, feel the bhava of it. Then through the Bhashya, thoroughly study it. And this shloka can be recommended to own. Every shloka has to be owned. But among them, if something has to be strongly recommended, this can be. है ना कि ये जरूर इसको बहाट करो, इसके सार का ग्रहण करो और करो साधन. We'll just feel the touch of it through seeing the meaning of shloka by seeing the meaning of the words. First, arabhya karmani gunanvita. Gunanvita karmani arabhya. Let us take initiative to do those karmas which have the guna, good karmas. Gunanvita means sadgunanvita or sattvika gunanvita karmas. When you say gunanvitani karmani arabhya, the meaning is sattva guna anvitani karmani, positive karmani arabhya. It indirectly means the other thing goes without saying is all the durgunanvita karmas, tamoguna, rajagunanvita karma, which we were doing continuously so far, they have to be stopped. That goes without saying. Or don't take it this way. अच्छा सद्गुण संबंधी कर्म करूंगा बट ऑल द रजोगुण तमोगुण कर्म ऑफ bhoga and durmarga, which I was doing. Can I continue that also? No, but that's not mentioned there. It will not be mentioned. You have to have common sense. When it is said Gunanvita karma should be started, it already includes that Durgunanvita karma, if it all we were doing, stop them and don't start them. Everywhere in such topics come, Eva Shabda, you should do the Avadharana. Gunanvitani eva karmani arabhya. And Gunanvita, na Gunanvita karmani naiva arabhet. So now feel in your own mind what it means. As we already saw in our common sense thought today, Gunanvita karma are our Swadharma karmas, our Upasana karmas, our Guru Seva karmas. Isn't it? They are all Gunanvita karma. उनको करो उन्हीं को करो. ठीक है? We'll see again with Bhash. आरभ्य कर्माणि. It means don't be lazy and don't do negative. कोई लोग लेजी होते हैं या एक्टिव होते हैं, so they do such karma which are not sadhana, which are destroying. So we should not be lazy, wake up, do activity, and those activities should be gunanvita karma throughout the day. In Gita to so many ways, niyatam kuru karmatvam. In Upanishad again, Ishavasya kurvanneveha karmani jijivishet. Shatakam sama. There the karmani means not dushkarmani. Gunanvitani you have to add there. So Arabhya Karmani Gunanvitani is fully aggressive, active, dynamic to take initiative to do the Gunanvita karmas. That takes us out of the laziness. Tamo guna. पहले में द्रव्यात्मकता तमोगुणता से उठना है. That is possible only when we invoke the rajoguna. The rajoguna is karma. See, we discussed this a few months back. The body should be running continuously. The mind should be stable. Ours is the other way around. Mind दौड़ता रहता है तीनों दुनिया में. And body is so buffalo, not even got up from the bed, even it is 9 o'clock. शर्म नहीं आता. That's not the way to be done. Body should be kept active with all the balance, common sense thought, depending on the age and disease and health. कर्म में लगे ही रहना बस. So आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्विता. So dharma karma are the gunanvita karma, upasana karma are the gunanvita karma. उनको start करो करते रहो. First line explained. Second, भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेत् यः. Here विनियोजयेत् means samarpayet. Bhavan sarvan means the devotional feelings, the attitudes. Bhavan means when we do the karma, whatever the phala comes. All of that vinyojayat means samarpayat. To whom? Naturally to the Ishvara, to the world. दुनिया को दे दो, दुनिया ही ईश्वर है. So sarvan bhavan vinyojayat means all dedications, devotions, and the results are offered only to Paramatma. Second sadhana. It includes obviously the bhakti. The first one is karma yoga ho gaya. Second one is bhakti yoga ho gaya. With that what will happen? Tesham abhave. When all the doerships, the doings, the results, everything is offered to the Lord, our interest on these things going away. Tesham abhave. Our importance and value for those things, especially karma phala, going away. Tesham abhave kruta karma nashaha. Kruta karma means all prarabdhas, all sanchitas, all agami. Prarabdha तो चलेगा. तो कृत कर्म मीन्स ऑल दी संस्कार इत्यादि का नाश, वासनाओं का नाश होता है. कृत कर्म मीन्स वासना संस्कार एंड सो मेनी जन्म वॉट एवर वी हैव डन, वो सब क्लियर हो जाता. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ अंतःकरण शुद्धि. तेषाम अभावे कृत कर्म नाशः. कर्मक्षयी. When, listen, there are no vasanas in me to push my mind continuously into the thoughts of kamana. Therefore, the mind is calm and quiet, and mind is not pushing the senses, etc., outward into the world. See that when the karma kshaya happens, तो वासना क्षय हो गया तो डिजायर्स नहीं रहेंगे, माइंड में एजिटेशन नहीं रहेगा, एक्सट्रोवर्टेडनेस नहीं होगा. एट द सेम टाइम इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ वासना ओनली वी रिएक्ट सो मच टू द वर्ल्ड. अब वासना नहीं है तो फ्रॉम अवर साइड वी डोंट एंटर इन द वर्ल्ड एंड वी आर नॉट रिएक्टिंग टू द वर्ल्ड whatever is happening there. Karma kshaye, therefore saha yati. That sadhaka reaches to whom? Paramatma only. Tattvataha anyaha, which is something other than the entire gamut of the tattvas of this world of names forms. तत्वतः अन्य मतलब तत्व और उन तत्वों से बना हुआ इस जगत से अन्य substratum जो है ब्रह्म याति, he will realize that परमात्मा तत्व. So karma yoga for antakarana shuddhi, bhakti yoga for the divinizing ourselves, ajnana yoga to know the truth. आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान् विदानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेद्यः तेषाम् अभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये याति स तत्त्वतोऽन्यः. मुझे आ गया ये श्लोक. फिर से बोलो. आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेत् यः तेषाम् अभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये याति स तत्त्वतोऽन्यः. We'll study this in Bhashya, important shloka. Let us digest it and feel. ओहो मुझे ये पाना है, उसके लिए ये करना है और इस तरह से करना. Let's have that clear picture. Once more a chance is coming to us to clearly understand what is sadhya sadhana. For last 5 years, almost every day we are given chance to understand. Whether we used or not, one more chance is given to understand and to take initiative and to commit and really live the life of spiritual sadhana for spiritual unfoldment. Tomorrow we'll see. Om 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 Purnamada Om Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. We'll spend some 15-20 minutes to Gita study. If you can join, join.